Warriors NRL fanatics here, back today with a video. And I know this is a bit very early to discuss and talk about, but it's a big talking point. The captain Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, it's his last year in the NRL this year, and the big question is who's going to take over the role as captain for the 2022 NRL season. Now, there are some players that I've thought of that could be good potential captains at the club for the 2022 season, and I'll go through them. My top three players, that I've chosen that would fit that role. So yeah, let's get into it. So starting off at number one, I've gone with Tohu Harris. Now, I know Tohu Harris is off contract at the end of this season, and the club's already looking to negotiate a 3-year deal for Tohu Harris, and hopefully he accepts that deal, because it'd be a good move for the club if we do re-sign Tohu Harris for the next 3 years. And if he's here for the next 3 years, I could definitely see him being a good potential fit as captain for the 2022 season. He's very consistent on the field. He's a good human off the field as well, Tohu Harris, and he will definitely be a great fit to be in that role for captain for the 2022 NRL season. So Tohu Harris is my first player on the list. The next player on my list at number 2, I've gone with Chanel Harris-Tavita. And if you're looking at over the years, the Warriors have appointed captains. We've appointed the likes of Ryan Hoffman, Steve Price, Simon Mannering, all those type of players. They've all been players that have been they're all players that are experienced. And I think the most recent captain, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, he wasn't very experienced when he came into that role as a captain. He never captained a side, and when they appointed Roger Tuivasa-Sheck as captain a couple of years ago, I wasn't really sure why we did that, because he was very young and the club was going through some tough times on the field, some very poor results in that, and when we put him as captain, it was quite a strange move at the time. But if you're looking into now, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's really stood out in that role as a captain. So, if you're looking at Chanel Harris-Tavita, he's had a couple of years developing in the NRL, and he wouldn't be a bad option to fill that role as a captain in 2022. And, if he does get that role as a captain in the 2022 season, he can still lean on players like Tohu Harris and that to help guide him. And he probably doesn't have to do the captaincy all on his own. So, Chanel Harris-Tavita would mould into a great fit as a captain at the club, and I reckon he will definitely do a good job in that role. So Chanel Harris-Tavita for me is second on that list as potential captains at the club for the 2022 season. The last player on the list in third. Now, this might be an interesting one to some people, and I think this wouldn't be too bad of a shout, and it's Wade Egan. Actually, I know this might sound like a bit of a surprise that I've gone with Wade Egan as my third option, but I think Wade Egan, let's say he hasn't really fit that mould yet since coming to the Warriors. He hasn't really fitted to his potential yet, but this year's quite a big year for Wade Egan, and if he has a big season this year, he really stands out. He could potentially show what he can do. He can be a captain in the 2022 season. So yeah, those are my 3 options. I've gone with Tohu Harris, Chanel Harris-Tavita, and Wade Egan. Those are my 3 options, and there's a couple of options that could do the captain's role, but these are the 3 options I've gone with. And yeah, if you disagree, let me know in the comments below. Who are your potential options for captain for the 2022 season for the Warriors? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. That'll be much appreciated. And yeah, if you're watching this video and haven't considered subscribing already, please consider doing so, and let's try and get to 300 subscribers by the start of the NRL season. And yeah, at the moment the channel's at 271, so still in the 270 mark. So yeah, let's get the channel growing and get us to that 300 mark by the end of this month. And also don't forget to hit that like button as well. That will be much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.